What's going on, guys? Garnet here, and this is episode 12 of building the Minecraft city. So, obviously, where we left off, I was constructing the second of the, I don't know exactly what this is called, though, whatnot, though, but I did forget to add the, whoops, not the bell, yes. I did accidentally forget to add the lightning rod, though, and stuff, though, in the previous episode, so let me just do that real quick. There we go. There we go, add the detector rail, there we go. Then I gotta add, then it goes button, button, sign, button, button, there we go. So it'll be strong and not, so this one's gonna be strong in all caps, though, because of how it originally was, though. So there we go, so, and then we're gonna be like this, though. That's quite, yeah, that's actually quite right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now that's all. So now that's all finished. So what now? Now Cam's probably gonna be wondering why did I do episode 12 and not join him just yet. Well, because since the other one come within an hour though and stuff, so I wanted to make sure that I get some more of this done real quick though and stuff though and whatnot though. So yeah. So now what I need to do is I need to get the bone meal back out. So what I can then do and stuff though is kind of like finish this off a little bit more though. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here, but this time though I'm going to add a tree, kind of like right here and right here. There we go. Oh, not bad actually, because that can actually give people some shade. That's not bad. This one, not so much. No, I don't want a tree there. Now, like I said though, the benches are going to be the very last thing I add before I like move on to like another construction part though of the city. Kind of like some, like for example, like skyscrapers and whatnot. Now over here though, I'm gonna build like a bit of a path, like the path one and stuff though. There we go. It's just so it can make it a bit easier and stuff though. Whoops. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. Okay, so now what we're gonna need to do though is now I'm gonna need to so now I'm gonna need to start adding some more grass around this place though. I'm not gonna add quite a lot of trees though and stuff though, because I don't. Wait, what the hell? Why is it not taking so much freaking bone meal? I thought it was supposed to grow instantly, but apparently it did not grow instantly, unlike I thought it would. Kind of making this look beautiful and stuff though, you know? There we go. I'm probably gonna add like a tree right here though. Whoops. There it goes again. Wait. Hold on a minute though. Was I? Oh yeah, it's on the wall though and stuff though. I don't mind. I don't care if it's on the wall though and stuff though. Though, like another tree over there is already on the wall and stuff though. So let me just stick one right here. I'll grow that up. And I'll stick another tree over here to have this grow. Now, now obviously though, if the trees have vines though, then they have vines. So whatnot, because I want to make it seem like this fair has been here for like a bit of a while though and stuff though. So that's why I kind of want to make like some of them have some of the trees with vines on it though and stuff though to give it a bit more atmosphere. Now that's not kind of something like me though to give some like this atmosphere though, but do I care? Not really. I don't really care and stuff though about it as much though. So now I'm gonna add a tree here. And I'm gonna add another tree over here. And I'm gonna add a third tree right here. There we go. And just to make it easier and stuff though, I will have like the benches underneath some of these trees though and stuff though, so the trees can actually give some shade. Now, over here though is only going to get 2 trees because of the path, because of this ride over here though. There we go. And then also in this up, and then like once I've done placing like the trees and like the grass and whatnot, though, what I'm gonna do though is I'm then going to do the what I'm then gonna do after though. So okay, so something like this right here is gonna so there will be some areas I will leave blank. Like this area right here, I'm gonna leave blank. Let's see. Would I miss anything else over here? Not really. I'm gonna add, yeah, I'm gonna add one more tree right here. There we go. I add another tree. There we go. Okay. So there will be some areas I leave blank due to the design, due to a future design. So then I'm gonna add another tree right here. And I'm gonna add one more tree right here. There we go. Perfect. So then now, what I could do though is, let me see here. Just want to see real quick. Okay, so it does not go where the banners go. Noted. So that indicates, let me just add a little bit here. Let me just add a little bit more over here. There we go. Should I add anything here? Yeah, I probably should though. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a little bit over here though. Now, I will like make like now obviously though, the corn maze is gonna be open all year round except the winter time though. The winter time is the only time when it's gonna be closed. Now, I will obviously though make a playlist for building episodes and then all of the roleplay episodes as well though as a separate playlist. I will do that as well. It's just gonna take up a lot of more time just to do and whatnot, so yeah. So it's gonna take a bit and stuff though. So why not just to complete and stuff though. Ah, oh no, beehive. Get out of here. As you can see, every time I see a beehive in a tree, I'm going to destroy that beehive. Reason why is because I don't want a beehive in my trees. I don't care if there's flowers nearby. I don't want bees all over my park. Now, obviously, though, what I'm going to need to do, though, is definitely kind of like... Oh, whoops. Oh, that's on the pathway. Yeah. Gotta destroy these. Just that section of leaves. Just that section of leaves. But I also need to do it, though, on... kind of like here as well, though. What is this? I just got an apricot and a kiwi. Interesting. Oh, darn. You know what? I'm just going to tear down this entire tree, actually. Just to make it easier and stuff, though, so I can rebuild it and stuff, though. Something like that. And it looks like a peach just dropped. No, it's an orange. There we go. That's the tree I was looking for. I just had it in the wrong spot. My bad. Anyways, so now what we're gonna need to do is now I'm gonna need to put down some regular bone meal and stuff, so just around this tree a little bit. And just place that with the grass block. There we go. Now what I could do is I could kind of make this look dead over here though a little bit though, because of the ghost train and whatnot though, but it's really looking dead enough. So let me at least give it some life a little bit though, just a little bit, you know, and whatnot. I just think it's gonna look way better and stuff though, with just a little bit of life, you know, just a little bit, not too much, but not too little, just the right amount. Now for in here though, I'm definitely gonna be adding some trees though over here though. So if I have a tree here, oh, that came a little too close for comfort though, because I didn't use that sapling. I'm gonna see if I can try to add a tree right here though, and see if it doesn't interfere. Okay, it does not interfere. That's good. That's what I like to see. Nothing that interferes with the track. So I don't want anything to interfere with the track and stuff though. There we go. Okay, so there will now, like I said, that there will be some areas I will leave blank and stuff though. Now, oh wait, that reminds me, I gotta get rid of these chests over here though, but they still have a lot of materials in them too though. Something I technically didn't really use and stuff though, but I did use at the same time. So I'll have to get rid of that in another episode though. But for right now, you know what? Let me just actually, Because I can collect all of this and stuff, though, actually. And then I can just get rid of it all away pretty quickly. And yes, though, I'm going to need to get rid of it, though, and whatnot. So let me just place all that stuff in my inventory real quick. Just grab all this stuff, though, that I don't need anymore. Like all of this stuff, I don't really need anymore. This shovel I don't really need because I could just use a path block, something I could have used from the start. Because I completely forgot that was a block in the actual game. Okay, so let's get rid of all this stuff now. No, I don't want a beacon. Actually, the beacon, though, it does give me a bit of an idea, though, and whatnot, though. So, now, obviously, though, in the city, though, there will be... Now, obviously, though, I will talk about the plans, though, of the city in the future, of course. Not right now, though, and stuff, because the city is still nowhere near finished. And I mean, nowhere near finished. All we have are roads. And just this fair, and that's it. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to, well, obviously I'm going to need to finish working on the city and stuff, though, and whatnot. Oops. Double sapling alert. I do not like double saplings. It reminds me of double torching and stuff, though, in a cave by accident. That stuff I do not like. I do not like when I accidentally place down 2 torches at once, though. I do not like that one bit. And that, oh, that scared me a little bit, though. I thought that was going to be on the pathway a little bit, though, but it didn't happen to be on the path. So thank God for that. Now, obviously, though, like around here, though, and stuff, though, I will add some tree... What was that? I thought I just collected something. Probably not, though. So I will add some, like, trees back here, though, and whatnot, though. Yeah, so something like... So if it gets, like, onto the ride, though, then I have to delete the entire tree and stuff, though. Which is why only adding 2 trees on the back side here, though. Here, it's just gonna make it easier and stuff, though. Now, I was gonna say, though, backside. Isn't that like your butt, though? Yes, it is technically your butt. But that's just, like, the backside of the ride, though, is what I'm talking about, though. Anyways, I'm gonna need one add here, though. Oh, beehive, beehive, beehive. Get out of here. It's because I don't want people getting scared that there's a bunch of bees around, though. That's what I don't want, though. Now, obviously, though, yes, it is above the path, though. But people could still walk, though. Unfortunately, though, I'm gonna need to get rid of this tree, though, because it's due to the fact that because it's over the path, though, and stuff, though, and whatnot, though. It does add some shade, though. I'm not gonna lie, though. But still, though, I don't want any trees hanging over the pathway unless if it's, like, for benching purposes or whatnot, though. And I got another kiwi, didn't I? Yes, I did. Get another kiwi. No tree. There we go. So, for example, I could have, like, a tree, like, right here, though. There we go. Oh, no, not another tree there. There we go. Perfect. So now, so now we're gonna need to do, because I'm gonna add something over there. I'm gonna add something over there. I'm gonna add a pavilion right here, because now pavilions can come in different shapes and sizes. And I'm also gonna add something right next to the dunk tank as well, though, causing the reason why there's another path there as well, though. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh wait, let me add a tree. Let me add a few trees over here, though. So let me just break this. I'll add a tree right here. There we go. Yeah, there's only going to be one tree here and stuff, though, and whatnot, though, because of the layout and stuff, though, of it. So, yeah. Because then when I'm done with this, though, and stuff, though, what we're going to need to do, though, is I'm going to need to reconstruct the road a little bit, though. Just a little bit, because I could see some errors and stuff, though, within the road and stuff, though. So from, like, there down, we're going to need to re-edit it and stuff, though, at some point. I'm probably going to, like, do that destroy it off camera, probably, and then, like, fix it and stuff, though, and whatnot. But, yeah. Now, over here, though, I'm gonna add just one single tree right there. There we go. And then I'm gonna bone meal around it, though. Kind of like this a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And now all I'm gonna do is just bone meal around this. And yes, that piston is still going and whatnot, though. Well, pistons, more like. But I'm not even a redstone expert, though, and I followed the tutorial spot on with that, though, and I still got it accurate. Don't know how, but I somehow managed to get it right. It did take a bit of time, though, and effort just to fix it and whatnot, though. But it was worth it. It was worth all of it at the end. So I will add something over here, though, and whatnot, though. I just don't know what yet. I'm probably going to add another food truck over here, though. Sound like tacos or something like that. Because we have a regular food truck. We have a burger food truck. I want to kind of add like a taco food truck. A little bit, you know? Because we have a food truck over there that probably doesn't sell tacos. We have a burger truck which only sells burgers and fries and whatnot. But I don't think I even have a french fry yet. I don't think french fries is part of this food. I don't think. I don't know. And I'm not going to worry about it right now, though, and stuff, though. But for right now, I'm just going to need to finish off with the grass and stuff, with bone meal in the grass a little bit, which is almost finished, I think. Okay, yeah, this is just a little bit over the edge, so let's just trim it down a little bit, like that. There we go. Perfect. Because what I want to do, though, is so I'm going to add some trees throughout, like, this area over here, though, so let's definitely add a tree, like, right here. There we go. But definitely adding a tree right there. Yeah, good thing he can't escape, though. Because I did not want him to escape. Now, I will add something over here, though, so let me just create a little bit of a path this way, though. Which is going to be 3 blocks wide and stuff, though. Because this fair, though, whatnot, though, this fair... There we go. Actually, I'm actually going to build something right here, though, in episode 13. Which I will record sometime tomorrow. And whatnot. So I will record something here tomorrow, though, or possibly later today. I haven't decided. I haven't fully decided yet. So episode 11. So I've already recorded episode 11. Episode 12 is currently right now, and the episode 13 is going to be coming out sometime soon. I haven't decided when yet. It's up in the air at the moment. So yeah. Now I'm gonna see if I can add one more tree layer, just right here. There we go. One more tree added. And I like the position of it too. Because not only does it go like right, almost directly underneath it though, but it adds a cool design to it though, because it's one of those multi-trees. The reason why I call it multi-trees though, is because it has multiple directions of the logs and stuff though. Which is why I call them multi-trees. But anyways, that's really it and stuff though. I finished off all the layouts and stuff though. Well, kind of though, a little bit. I'm probably gonna get like, I still need to build like the pathway and stuff though for like over here though. Let me do that real quick. Cause it's gonna go like, actually, I gotta use the path and stuff though for it. And it's got salt again. Great. There we go. Okay. So over here is going to be like a taco truck. And then actually over here is actually going to be like a pizza truck. So, yeah, over here it's going to be like a pizza truck and stuff though. So, because I kind of like want to have like different types of food trucks and stuff though. Besides just 2 food trucks and whatnot though. Now, I don't know exactly how to make a taco or a pizza food truck at all though. But what I heard just to do some trial and error and stuff though, whatnot. So for right now, I'm just gonna leave these pathways blank though until I can actually like do though is until I can like come up with designs though for the pizza truck and the taco truck though then it's gonna become trickier and stuff though, but yeah, now it's gotta it's gotta fix the road and stuff though, so like quickly and stuff though. Now the rest of the layouts though, now I'm technically not quite done with this part though, but I just need to fix off the road though a little bit. So let's grab my grass block real quick. I just need to fix this real quick up to here. So let me just destroy. So I guess I have to destroy all the way down though in this direction, which shouldn't take me too long though and stuff though, since it's Bedrock Edition and I can just break blocks pretty quickly and whatnot though. So yeah. I'll then fix the road and stuff though. I'll then fix the road and stuff though very quickly. Now what I want to do though is I want to kind of like fill all this in though and whatnot though, like kind of like towards the end a little bit though and whatnot. So let me just also patch all of this up real quick though, just so I can fix it and stuff though, because I know exactly how the road goes and whatnot though. Now, it's a good thing though I made a bit of a perimeter and stuff though for this and stuff though. Now, obviously though, I'm not also, like, I just need to fix up the road and stuff though very quickly though and whatnot, so yeah. It's literally the only way and stuff though, so, hold on a minute, I just got a message and stuff though from Cam. So what I'm gonna need to do though is I'm just gonna patch this up though real quick though, whatnot though. Real quick though, like very quickly and stuff though, and then I'm going to end the episode and stuff though, because I'm gonna work on the road and stuff though as part of episode 13 though, like at the start of episode 13. Actually no, I'm gonna save the road though for when I'm actually finished though with the fair and stuff though actually. So what I want to do is I just want to like patch all this up though, like very quickly and stuff though. Very quickly and stuff though. Oh, I didn't realize I actually dug into the ground a little bit though. Whoops. So what I'm gonna need to do though is I'm gonna need to obviously fix the road though and stuff though, which I'm gonna do which I'm gonna be done. Like I said, when I'm done with the actual fair itself, I'll then continue the road and stuff though. So like that, because I will add another amusement park though and stuff though, but this time it's gonna be like an actual amusement park though, rather than just a small fair. And I will make like more roller coasters. Now I'm gonna need like a big area though and stuff though for this, and what I'm gonna need to do though is I'm gonna need to create a map though and stuff though for it, though whatnot though, for like the giant amusement park though and whatnot. So that's gonna take me forever though to do and stuff though. So hopefully I can get help with making the amusement park though. Hopefully though. But obviously though, what I'm gonna need to do though, since what I'm doing though is like when I'm not like recording on this world, when I'm not on this world though, well, mainly recording though, when I'm not recording when I'm not recording building the city though, I am not on the city world. The reason why is because I do not want it to get corrupted again. So luckily though, I have a bit of a plan. Once I'm done with the fair, like completely done with the fair, I'm actually going to create a copy of the world. So in case if like this world does get corrupted, the main world gets corrupted, I still have the backup and everything to save from where it last is though. But obviously though, after each major project though that I'm gonna do though, there will be a copy of the world after each major project. Which major project number 1 is the fair and whatnot. Because, well, this was a pain in the fair's a pain in the butt to do solo though. So luckily though, I was able to get a little bit of help though and whatnot though, luckily though, so that's at least a plus though. But I did the majority of it by myself. And I'm proud of the work I did. I'm proud of it. I'm actually very proud and stuff though for a lot of the work I did though. I'm proud of it. And I'm also proud of Cam for giving me the assistance and whatnot. And I'm not gonna lie though, Cam and Adrian though actually did give me an idea though for a bigger roller coaster, for another roller coaster. I told them no, there's not enough space. So, but I was thinking over time though, and I was like, well, I have a fair, why not make like an actual amusement park? which is gonna be way bigger than this, and I mean way bigger than this. So now what I'm gonna need to do though is obviously though I'll work on the parking lot at a different episode due to the fact that, well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna work on the parking lot right now, actually, which the blocks should be in here. Yes, they are. Okay. And there's already a grass block in the chest, so let me just grab this out. I'll grab this block. I'll grab this block then. There we go. Okay. I'll then get rid of this entire thing though. And I'll also get rid of the perimeter as well. So like this white line and stuff though as part of the perimeter. Though, but let me just place that back just for right now though, just so I can just build this part and whatnot. Now, this fair though will actually be old though. Will be a little old just because some of the trees will have vines on them and whatnot. So, but other than that though, that's really gonna be it. So now what I need to do though is I now need to fill up the parking lot though and whatnot. So, oh yeah, that's right. Let me grab with the stone real quick just so I have a better general idea of how the path is gonna work though. And whatnot. Place that block back, though, and whatnot. I just want to see something real quick, though. So if the path goes like that, though. So what I'm going to need to do, though, is, okay, so I'm going to need to add, like, a fenced area, though, and whatnot, though. And for the parking lot, of course, though. Oh, whoops. There we go. There we go. Okay. It's just gonna make it easier and stuff though, just to do the parking lot now though and whatnot. Now luckily though and stuff though, I can break blocks pretty quickly. Now instead of going like side to side though, I'm going like this way. I'm going this way just so it can save me more time and whatnot. Whoops. I'm gonna need to leave those blocks there and whatnot though for right now. Now I'm gonna add like slabs though and stuff though. For kind of like those, so on some parking lots though, in real life though, they have these like stop bumper things and stuff though to make you not go on top of like a sidewalk or something like that. I will add those as well though, and the only way for me to do that though is if I do slabs. Oh. Now what we're gonna need to do though is I'm gonna get rid of all the grass first though, and then I'm gonna fill it in completely. Like, both sides, though, is what I'm going to need to do, though. Just on both sides. There we go. Okay. Let me just, let me just get rid of this block real quick. These two. There we go. Because obviously though, doing this parking lot though is like very, very, very important to me. That I get this parking lot done like as soon as possible. Because obviously though with this parking lot though, the fair can almost be fully open though. But obviously though, it's still gonna remain under construction for right now. Because not all the rides are in yet though and whatnot. Because I still need to add some more food trucks. But for right now though, when I'm done with this though, I will actually shut off the lever and stuff though. So for like the thing on the for like on the fun house and stuff though, because that is like very, very annoying and stuff though. So when I'm done with the parking lot though, I'll end the episode. And then in like episode 13, I'll then do the food trucks and whatnot. Now, I still don't know exactly how the trash can works exactly. I still need to figure that out and whatnot. But I think if you just toss something into it, though, it'll get rid of it, though. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, though, and whatnot, though. So and it's true, I have no idea how the trash can actually works. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. Perfect. So now I can start to fill this in. Well, first things first, though, is what I need to do is I'm going to start off on this side first, though, actually. There we go. I'm going to start off on this side first. So since this side's already started and whatnot. Just going to make it easier and stuff though on myself. Now, what I'm going to need to do though is I'm going to need to add a bit of a barrier and stuff though. Kind of like a sidewalk a little bit, you know? But what I'm going to need to do though is I'm going to need to get rid of this white concrete real quick though and whatnot. And when I do that though, but obviously when I get up to like here though and stuff though, it's still going to be the smooth stone. Actually, no, it's going to be the black concrete though. There we go. Because let me just do that on all the sides real quick, on both sides real quick though. It's just going to make it easier on myself. So and whatnot. Now, even though there's going to be like a fence and stuff though going through here though, I still like when I want it, like I'm still need to figure out like the design though and whatnot though, whatnot like that. So what I'm gonna need to do though is obviously put out the fences in like episode 13 and stuff though whatnot, which I'm gonna do either later today or tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. But for right now though, what I want to do though is I actually want to make sure that some of these rides are still handicap friendly. So in case if someone needs a wheelchair and stuff though. Stuff like that though, I will obviously have like a bit of a ramp and stuff though, so they could still go up it and stuff though, and still enjoy the ride. Because I think that just seems a bit right though, to have like, now obviously though what I want to do though is I also want to make like a working elevator and stuff though for like an apartment building, for example. So like not only have like stairs though, but also an elevator and stuff though for like the handicap, like I said, or in case if someone needs to, like, has a lot of luggage and they need to go upstairs, though. But obviously, those are just future plans for making the city. Now, the roleplay of the city, though, is unknown at the moment. Due to the fact that the city is still under construction. Now, even though the regular, now according to the tutorial, though, the structure, though, of the parking lot, though, is actually not black concrete, but I'm making it black concrete. But obviously, though, when I get the road add-on, though, and stuff, though, which hopefully I can get soon, hopefully. I don't know if I can or can't yet, though. It all depends. And whatnot. If I can get a job, like, as soon as possible. Though, because I really want to get a job, so I really... not really want though, it's more of a need and stuff though at this point. Like even if I have to do part-time, then that's gonna have to be though. Because I am running short on cash. Not because I pay rent though and stuff though, because I literally cannot. So basically I'm still running off of free internet and stuff though. But obviously though, if it gets taken away, then it gets taken away due to reasons I'm not going to explain, due to it being personal. But obviously though, like, if I can't, like, obviously, though, if, like, my power goes down and whatnot, though, then I'll let you guys know and stuff, though, and whatnot. But obviously, though, you guys will obviously know if my power goes out during a live stream, like, for example, if I'm live streaming and live stream just randomly cuts, though, then there's one of two options. Either the game crashes or my power goes out. One of those two. So now, what I'm actually going to do, though, is I'm going to go to here. Oh, smooth stone slabs actually make it look better. Well, actually make it look cool, actually. So, obviously, what I'm going to need to do, though, is I'm going to need to make a barrier and stuff, though, out of smooth stone slabs. So, like this. I'm actually not going to use fences. I'm going to use smooth stone slabs, kind of like this. I probably should have, like this, though, and whatnot. Just so, like, I can make a barrier and stuff, though, and whatnot, of the parking lot. Now, obviously, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the handicap spots, though, like closer and stuff, though, to the entrance, rather than too far away from the entrance. So, for example, like, there's going to be, like, a handicap, like, right over here. So, like, right here is going to be a handicap. So, which I'm going to need to get light blue concrete for real quick. So I'm only gonna work on one side of the parking lot though, real quick. Just there. It's gonna go out 4 blocks, actually, not 5. So, but there. Yeah. Putting in one right here though is gonna be too hard though, because, well, unless if I can like leave like a bit of a gap here though, and then just do this though, it's gonna make it a bit easier though. Because then what I can then do is then I can just do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like this. There we go. I can make like the handicap look like this though, but obviously shrink it down though, because obviously though, because I want to show respect to the disabled. Like, since I'm disabled myself though, not physically but mentally disabled, because according to the definition of disability, mental is part of it though. Since I'm disabled myself though in real life, I want to show disability to the handicapped as well, by showing courtesy by making handicapped parking spots. Because I think it's only right if I show them courtesy while being disabled myself. I just think it's just right, you know? In my opinion, though, just showing courtesy and stuff to others, though, is actually right and stuff, though. So what I'm going to need to do, though, is I'm actually going to put it to where it's, like, closer to here, though. But what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to shorten off this path a little bit, though. So it's in line with, like, the parking spots, though, and whatnot. So now I'm going to leave a 1 block gap and stuff, though, in between each parking spot, though. Now, obviously, though, like, I'm going to need to, like, have, like, a whole like, not really like a whole side designated to handicap, though, and whatnot, though. I just want to have, like, handicap kind of close to, like, close to, like, the beginning and stuff, though, and whatnot. So, obviously, I'll need to add, like, plenty of these and stuff, though, so I'm going to be adding, like, oh dear, heavy lag a little bit. I'm going to be adding, like, 3 handicap spots on each side of the parking lot, including over here as well. So now I just need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the blue lines are supposed to represent handicap, while the white lines are just going to be regular ones, though. But obviously, though, what I'm going to need to do, though, is when I do that, though, I still need to create the 1 block gap, though, and stuff, though, in between each parking spot. So it's going to be, because I want to show, like, my respect to the disabled, so, by adding these handicap spots, though, and whatnot. Because when I think of someone mentally disabled, though, I think of them having potential in life. Unlike others, though, kind of like me a little bit. Well, some people say like, I've been, like, not really told this, like, physically, though, but I've heard, like, people, like, kind of talk behind my back a little bit, though. Not really appreciative of that, though, but none of my friends do it, though, at least. Though, like, none of my friends do that, so that's at least a plus, though. But it's people from my school and stuff that used to bully me and stuff, though. So, whatnot. Basically saying that I have, like, no potential in this world and whatnot, though. And I didn't let that bother me and stuff, though. So, and it still doesn't to this day. It still doesn't. It still doesn't. It still doesn't bother me to this day. It still doesn't. So, that's at least a plus. At least. Because what I have seen, though, is I have seen, like, I don't even know, like, because what I want to know, though, well, because now what I'm curious about, though, is, like, something, like, important, though, that I'm not even going to share on video, though, just so I don't get demonetized and stuff, though, or suspended or whatnot for saying something bad. But only going to say, though, is when I was bullied and stuff, though, I was getting picked on because of my height. And apparently also my mental disability as well, though, which I'm not even going to share. So, unless if I do, like, an explanation video and stuff, though, about, like, what is going on and stuff, though, in my life and stuff, though, which will be with my camera on and stuff, though, for my Chromebook and stuff, though, which I've done something kind of like that in the past, though, a little bit, and stuff though, like video updates and whatnot, and another example is what can be said and cannot be said on my channel and stuff though. So yeah. Anyway, so okay. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm actually going to then, because what I'm gonna need to do though is I just realized something though. But can they? Hold on. Oh yeah, I think they can jump over that though, but I don't really care that stuff though. Like that. I'm gonna need to add like all of this though and stuff though and whatnot though, because I think just adding 2-inch spot though just looks ugly and stuff though. So kind of like this a little bit though and stuff though, to where it actually kind of like matches up and stuff though with everything else though and whatnot though. Whatnot though, it's just gonna make it easier and stuff though on myself, you know. There we go. Okay, so now it's time to add the regular parking spots, though, and whatnot. But I just realized something, though, which this small black space here and stuff, though, just doesn't look right and stuff, though. So I'm just gonna need to fill it in and stuff, though, with white concrete and stuff, though. Ugh, now that just looks even more uglier. I think the black concrete, though, is just gonna suit better and stuff, though, because the parking spots, though, actually... Wait, I just realized something. The single parking spots though, because I know how like, even though, oh wait, I just realized something. Each parking spot shares a line. Man, I just realized that each parking spot actually shares a line. So I'm just making extra lines for no reason. Now I have to redo all this a little bit though. A little bit and stuff though. You know what, I'm just gonna do the parking spots in a different episode though and whatnot, though, because this is just gonna take me forever and stuff to do though, and whatnot though, because this is just gonna take me forever and stuff though, just to do. So for right now though, I'm just gonna get rid of all these parking spots for right now though, and just worry about them in another episode, because it's gonna take me forever just to fix all of this and whatnot though. Which I'm not gonna be happy if I have to like fix all this and stuff like that. Ah! And this is Exhibit A right here. Breaking the wrong blocks. And I just got an invite to a world and stuff though, which I will join momentarily and stuff though, but obviously not record it. So I'm gonna have to end this episode here, guys, though, because I'm getting a little stressed out right now because of these freaking parking spots. So make sure you smack that like button if you do plan on subscribing. Definitely your choice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss another Comedy 3 episode. And see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.